Marc Weiner is a highly experienced guide and naturalist, the Barefoot Professor.
Not many people are lucky enough to find the thing in life that drives them, that passion that becomes their encompassing drive in life, and I think I'm one of these very lucky people. And it's the wonders of nature that I've found so fascinating that drive me to want to share it with the rest of the world. Thorny Bush for me is very interesting because I've explored most of the areas around Thorny Bush. I come from just north of Thorny Bush in the Timbavati. So this chance to see this little patch of bushveld that I have always missed out on is going to be as much of an eye-opener for me as it is for the guests and the viewers that are going to be watching this. It's a day to our first broadcast, and it's time for me to take out the jigger, get familiar with the equipment, but also it's important for me to get an idea of the road network, and most importantly of all, is to see some of the characters that we're going to be meeting over the next couple of months. My passion for nature is all-encompassing, but if there is one animal that perhaps stands out above them all, and perhaps it's because of a spiritual connection I have with them, it's the elephant. Elephants are the beings, the spirits that drive my existence on this planet, and I don't think I would have any reason to live if there was not a possibility of me being amongst elephants almost every day of my life. The elephants here in Thorny Bush have a reputation. They are known to be very accepting of the vehicles. Now, despite the fact that I've lived in many other parts of Africa and lived with elephants in those reserves, I've never really had the opportunity of meeting a herd of elephant that are as relaxed as I believe they are in Thorny Bush.
Okay, Mark, we're going live in 1 minute. Get ready.
Alright, looks like a good place to start.
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay.
Okay, Mark, get ready. We've got 10 seconds to live. I'll give you a countdown.
Okay, copy that. We're ready in 5, 4, ready, 3,
I'm ready.
and it's exciting. Are we live? Cool. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a very chilly and very beautiful morning here at Thorny Bush Private Nature Reserve. My name is Mark, and we're about to start our very first live drive here in South Africa. I hope you're going to join us. Hope you're going to enjoy what we have to offer you. We'll be driving a specialized little vehicle around a special part of Africa, and hopefully we're going to find you some wonderful things out here. We're about to have the sunrise. It's a really beautiful morning. Clear skies. It's going to be a good day. And already with leopards calling in the distance, I'm hoping we're going to have a great start to this series. So do join us, and we'll see you shortly.
Question from Shanae in New Zealand. Hi Mark, I've heard that when a herd of elephants is too large, they split up into groups.
And the question from Shanae is, if they were to be apart for a long time, when they get back together again, are they likely to know each other, or is there likely to be aggression? Shanae, there's never aggression in elephant society. I'll never say never, but aggression is pretty much ruled out in elephant society. They're very, very strong on discipline from a very, very young age, and the females don't tolerate aggression. The other thing is that elephant bonds are for life. Elephants can be apart for 20 or 30 years and they'll come together again, and they'll know who they are. They'll know their familial connection very, very much so. They have very, very strong bonds. Especially if they were once originally from one family group. You know, you'll have a matriarch who has daughters and their daughters, and sometimes when the matriarch dies, sometimes the daughters will stick together for a while, but each one wants to be a matriarch of her own family, and they will then split up. But because they're sisters, they never forget that. Horns reach full length probably around 6 years old, so that young bull is probably only about maybe a 4-year-old. But this old man, he's in his prime. Sorry, am I talking? He looks at me as though, keep quiet, I'm eating. You see how he's looking a little bit fluffy because of the weather. It's damp, and it's also been moving through the bush. There's still a lot of water on the trees that's dripping, so his flanks are quite damp, no doubt. Just a lovely bull. I hope there's not too much sunlight. And this poor child that's sitting on this elephant dung is wondering what on earth is going on. It thought it would hide on the elephant dung, and that's what it did, but I saw it. Can you see the gecko? I need to try and hold it. It's just got its eye on me. So it looks like a Cape Dwarf gecko, which is Ligodactylus capensis. I'm going to put it back because the poor child doesn't know what's going on. In fact, I'm going to let it go to a tree so that it has a better chance of survival. Careful, old man, you get your horn stuck in a tree. But the other one, the one on the right now, is called displacement aggression. He's doing a bit of tree bashing. Seems they've settled their differences. No, they haven't. Yeah, this is immense strength, everyone. You want to see something in nature that's really, really brute strength. It's two big buffalo bulls like this having a go at each other. Looking horns. Come into the road, boys, so you can see. Far enough forward. bit of a checkmate. Stronger bull on the left. Or rather, he's bigger, older. He's also got a bit of a nick behind his shoulder. Look at me, I'm not getting involved. Probably one of the best ways, West Bays, one of the best ways to start a drive in an afternoon, especially on a day like today. But what more could I offer you to start a drive in an afternoon is a big adult bull giraffe. There's nothing really that's much more African than a big bull giraffe. Welcome to WildEarth. Welcome to Thorny Bush Private Nature Reserve, and welcome to our live drive. I hope you're going to enjoy. I hope you're going to find some wonderful things this afternoon. Certainly started off well. He's got if you look at him, he's got this very particular, very dark calcareous growth on his forehead, and that's a sign of age. That's just calcium being deposited, because the body has to produce a lot of calcium to look after those bones. They do get certain forms of arthritis, and their bones can calcify over time where there's injuries. A testament to the strength of the skeletal structure. I mean, we think it's quite phenomenal in the human being, but if you can imagine what it does for a giraffe, this tallest of mammals, it's almost like this cross between a mammal and a dinosaur. So, really a remarkable thing. One of the primary differences between antelope and deer, and I get asked this question quite a lot, the differences between antelope and deer, that as you can see, this is the skull of an impala ram, an old impala ram, and the horns are actually part of the skull. The skull is so old that it's actually lost that the chitinous horn covering that covers the horn, what we see as that black horn covering, these ends have been chewed, no doubt by hyena. There are two little holes in the skull that are natural holes. I don't know if you can see that. Those two natural holes, those are like sinuses. That's where there are nerves that go through to the brain that go through these holes. But you can see just below those two holes, almost exactly matched, are two marks of canines. So those are the two canines of something that grabbed. Could have been a leopard, perhaps, even who killed this impala, grabbed him by the face, and those are the two canine marks. This part of the face eaten by leopard was like, if lion had killed this, probably wouldn't be as much left of it as there is right now. But quite typically what happens with impala, with leopard, is, that's why I think these marks are from a leopard, is they do eat the whole nasal cavity. All of the cartilage in the nose gets eaten, and the other important thing is you can see that the brain case has been opened and the brain has been eaten, and that is also very typical of a leopard. I don't think that was after the kill that happened. Probably the amount of dirt and stuff that's in there, it looks like that's been opened since this animal was killed. At this point, I have to reverse across the damn wall because he's being stubborn. I could encourage him by starting the car, I suppose. Mr. Buffalo? Excuse me, sir? Mr. Buffalo? Would you care to move somewhere else? No. Okay. Getting clear message from him saying, I was here first, you move, so I'm gonna move. Oh, what? You're getting a bit testy because I put my foot on the clutch.
From Sarah Carnes.
Hi, Sarah. Sarah in New York. Hello. Nice to see you this afternoon. Hi, Sarah. How often do elephants need water? Every day. Daily. But you see, it's all very well to say they need 200 litres or whatever, 120 litres or X number of litres or gallons of water. The volume is irrelevant. The fact is that they do need to hydrate and they do need large volumes of water. They don't necessarily take it all in at once, and they are water dependent. So they would rather stay within a couple of hours walk to, not even a couple of hours, they'd rather stay within close proximity to good water and utilize whatever feed they can around that water. A beautiful light on that elephant as well. And hello you. Hello you. Elephant and GoPro. Hello you, look at you. But we've had time with you before, you with the hole in your ear. Spent a lot of time with her. Indecision. The swaying leg. Indecision. Now she's rumbling. You're doing both, rumbling and farting at the same time. I think they're trying to locate the rest of the herd. And I rumble too. Can't do it as well as you, I don't have the forehead for it. Hello. Please. I'm dying to I just want to hug it.
Just want to cuddle it, don't you? You just
I love the elephant. Beautiful light that we have on them now. Big she looks all of a sudden on the road. A little bit silver. Parlor down the bottom. Really? You have to stand in the way? It was so nice with the Impala in the background. Your butt's still in the way, madam. the... Oh, you're gonna pull that down on top of me. Look at that moon. And now I just have to do this. It's vital. In the footsteps of giants. Just leaving my feet there too. And where shall we go now? Gosh. What a lovely afternoon. Wasn't that, folks, for a Friday? It was pretty amazing.